Hi, I'm Ted Dimond. I'm a sports artist. I created a collection. These are my paintings that I've created for the James Hardie Invitational. This is the signature painting for the tournament that will be present at the trophy ceremony.
What initially inspired you to blend sports and fine art in your work?
I was a tennis pro and played professional tennis, and to help pay for my playing career, I used to have to paint and draw at the different tournaments where I was because there was virtually no money in prize money, so I would have to make it all through art, and that kind of kept me going and playing. But I've been painting and playing tennis since I was a little kid.
How do you capture the essence of a golf course or an athlete in your artwork?
Um, Hopefully with a lot of passion and a lot of color. I try to capture movement in all of my paintings, and I have such a love for golf that I hope it translates when it's such a beautiful sport. It's a painful sport, but it's a beautiful sport. The combination of the beautiful courses and the majesty of the people who play it inspires me to create these paintings.
Can you go into a little bit of how you got involved with the James Hardie Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational? How also you got involved for making the painting for the evening with Jack Nicklaus?
I'm a huge fan, obviously, of Jack Nicklaus. I remember watching Jack, my dad and my grandfather when I was a kid, and he was my grandfather's favorite. It was always a dream to someday meet him, and of course, once I was doing professional athletes and painting them, my goal was to meet him and present him with a painting. So this opportunity arose, and I'm like, I would love to create something unique and special for the occasion. And a lot of my work helps to raise money for foundations and charities. It's a win-win for everyone. The athletes, love seeing sort of the work, and the fans love meeting the athletes. They sign the work, and we end up raising a lot of money for all the foundations that it's associated with. So
Are there any particular Hall of Famers or golf courses that have been especially rewarding to paint?
that's a trick question. Let's start with this
Anyone?
beautiful
Yeah.
course at Broken Sound.
hmm
This course is amazing. It's just so many iconic, beautiful holes. The 18th coming down with their signature tree. But I love this course, obviously. Been to the Masters. I mean, that's, iconic. I've done a lot of paintings of, the 12th, the 18th. I mean, there's so many beautiful courses. Players, I mean, champions like Nicholas and Palmer, and I'm inspired by all the greatness that they've achieved that makes us dream about everything that they do on the course. Can we accomplish something like that in our everyday lives? And I think that's what draws us all close to these champions and makes us all feel like we want to be a part of that.
What advice would you give to inspiring artists looking to break into the sports art world?
I mean, just in general, I think it's you have to follow your passion. Like, I'm very passionate about creating pieces that commemorate or memorialize, a champion or an event or an iconic moment in sports that either I witnessed or I've seen through videos if it was before my time. But that greatness of those moments want to make me give my voice and recreate that moment. So I think for any artist, it's about finding your voice. This is an original technique that I invented. I paint, it's oil on canvas, but I paint between multiple layers of a clear canvas. So every painting has 3 or 4 layers to it, and that's what creates the movement and the depth to the work. And it lends itself really well to capturing sports. And I sort of created this because I was so passionate about capturing these great moments on canvas.
So, with this tournament being brand new and so unique, combining with the partnership with the Pro Football Hall of Fame, how has it been to really just collaborate your artwork with everything that's involved with this tournament?
Well, it inspired me to create a piece that, I, threw the gridiron onto the 18th here with a view to all the stands. But I think it brings so much excitement when you not only can see your favorite PGA champions, but you can watch your favorite NFL players, from that you watched, all throughout your childhood and beyond. It's really exciting, and they're so passionate about golf. It brings a lot of excitement to the sport, and I know a lot of these guys now. I've painted a lot of the professional athletes. I've been in the Super Bowl, and I did a lot of work at the Super Bowl, and it's fun to see them from their professional environment and then see them here. And I painted a lot of these guys from Marshall Falk and Shannon Sharp and Charles Woodson, Jonathan Ogden. There's a lot of these guys. I'm going to be doing a portrait of Lawrence Taylor. A lot of these guys that I've painted. Joe Namath, of course. I do. Joe's also has a beautiful tournament where he raises a lot of money, and every year I do signature pieces for Joe Namath's foundation and for Joe. So these football players give back a lot, and that they're so involved in the community. I recently did the Doug Warfel Trophy, which is at the College Hall of Fame, and that's given to the college athlete who gives back the most to the community in a year. And those people are amazing. They're on a mission to really inspire and help the world in general. And I think that's unique in both golf and football.